audio.
Why?
Because
Because you can?
I can.
Are you doing your homework?
Yeah.
Okay.
So even without me, crop that out. Hey guys, it's Spencer with the Logical Nerds today here to explain a theory that I have for why Master Chief survived the Halo explosion in the end of Halo 3. Now, we all know what the Halo rings were built for. They were built to exterminate all life in its area, which is effectively, I think it's the solar system that it's the solar system it's in and some of the surrounding solar systems that it was made to wipe out. Now, I think the Guilty Spark said it too, how it was in severe need for adjustments and calibrations and it said there were months of calculations and calibrations to be done before it was even ready to test fire. And the thing is, prematurely detonating a weapon of that much calculations and energy would misfire and possibly create a supermassive black hole for a couple seconds. And that's what I think happened. Now, you're also probably wondering why wasn't Master Chief and Cortana killed? Because if you remember, the singularity closed pretty much right after it engulfed the back half of the ship. And I think that's also one of the reasons they found it hard to escape in the ship, is simply because it was just so much energy. And one thing I don't get is, how the heck did they end up in the front half of the ship when the back half was cut off? Was that just not enough attention to detail for them? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but last time I checked, the back of the ship had those side shields on it, and I could be completely wrong, but I think they were in the front half of the ship at the beginning of Halo 4. If that's so, then that was just error. Anyways, I think I'm wrong. So let's continue. Yeah. So if it was a supermassive black hole, and it closed just as Master Chief was entering it, that would also explain why there was so much hull integrity damage done at the beginning of Halo 4. And that would possibly explain why all their crap was completely screwed up too. Other than the fact that their life support was off and da-da-da and da-da-da, but it was made to be in a vacuum, so it wouldn't take too much degradation from just sitting there, even without maintenance. So even without maintenance, it wouldn't take that much degradation from sitting in a vacuum completely free of battle and conflict. It was made to be in war and survive. For the most part, at least. Tanks are made to survive war, but that doesn't always happen anyways, but it wasn't taking fire or anything, so, Now, the next point is why the Gravemind and the Ark and the Halo Ring didn't survive. Now, I believe this is because when Master Chief got just the couple seconds of exposure to this singularity, he was crushed a bit, but not enough to make it count. I mean, he might have been exposed for nanoseconds, but the people, the installations and the ship and the Gravemind and the Flood were exposed to the center of the epicenter of the possible supermassive black hole. And that would also explain their deaths. Now, it was active for 3 or 4 seconds. Plenty of time for something of that density to completely crush everything around it. So, a Gravemind would be in a ball probably the size of an average school bus by now, kind of floating in another sector of space, or probably even the same sector of space. I mean, for all we know, it could have been one of those pieces of debris floating around in the first cutscene. Anyways, that would explain how they did not survive. Now, how did the Arbiter survive? He probably survived the exact same way that the Chief did. He was in the cockpit, which would have automatically sealed itself at the sign of distress. So it would have sealed itself, he would have frozen himself and activated his beacon, just like Master Chief did. And that's pretty much how I explain it in my own use of my logic, the very limited knowledge that I contain. And thanks for listening. If you like it, you should totally subscribe for more awesome content similar to this and relating to other things. Peace.